with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Side here. And the Buccaneer defense for the 2nd straight play flexing its muscle by forcing a loss. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a 1st down for him, too.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Hey, check back, back 6. Ain't no such thing as a loss.
Now back to throw. Flushed it, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Micah Parsons able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down. And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A man who played his college ball in Tallahassee, here's Cam Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll drop to throw. They'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Off the option, here's Akers. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was excellent. Kyler Murray with the Cardinals. The best part about his game has his team right on the brink of the playoffs. And Deshaun Watson has won division titles after having started from day 1. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. They'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 10. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line. Opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way. But you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A great effort there. 83 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Now the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Blankenship out to kick off. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw here.
Rager catches it left side.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Another completion there, and what a big moment in a young quarterback's life, that first NFL start. And Charles, obviously they want him to win games, but if they're looking at him under a microscope in this first month or so, what do you think they're hoping to see from him?
Well, for every question they'll have for him, they should have for themselves as a coaching staff, because it's not just how quickly can he learn the offense, it's what they can teach him, right? How can he build a relationship with his receivers? And, of course, how open is he to learning? And, of course, how open are they to giving him things that he can put in place on the field?
Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He sets to fire deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 43. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. Some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. They'll look to throw. That'll be caught. Rager with it. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Asante Samuel Jr. that time up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense, because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. You might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Here's 2nd and 8. He's got a man. It's his fullback. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Cam Akers taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he returns it to the end zone. A fumble recovery touchdown for the Bucs. So this defense clicking early in the year, week one, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
What do we do when we look at the stat sheet? We go right to
the turnover differential.
Without a doubt, because when we see that, that pretty much tells the tale of the game. And I know there's still plenty of time to go, but you've got to take care of the football in order to win it.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. Hands it off out of the gun, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd and 3. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He's going to look deep down the field.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. And instead, it's 4th down.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Time to the tailback, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Buccaneers 40-yard line.
Here we go, Shaq. Cougar 19. You. 60 Eagles.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A big play there for the Dolphins. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
31's the mark. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, G. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal.
Slam, slam, slam. Shift, shift.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game?
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And growing pains as an NFL QB, they're going to happen. He's played pretty well in this one. They still have the lead, but those moments, interceptions, pick 6 is occasionally going to happen.
Rookie. It happens, right? Just what you mentioned. Played pretty well in this game, and now his teammates will jump in and go, okay, we're having a good game. That's one blip. Let's go ahead and get back on track right here, right now, and we'll be okay.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll look to throw.
He'll dump this off to Akers.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. On the move to his left. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he's got some space here. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this? We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. So that'll be no better than an incompletion. And that's going to make it 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash, this from 53. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 6. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. It's caught inside the 25. A big play that time for Tampa Bay.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are just an extra point away from grabbing the lead now. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Back to throw again. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. For the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. Mike 6. Mike 6. You must be dreaming. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Hey, check Mike 6, Mike 6. Yeah, let's go sack lunch.
Looking to throw. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Micah Parsons in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They certainly caught a big break with that missed field goal. Instead of trailing, they hold on to that slim lead, and now we'll see how they play this critical 4th quarter possession. They'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. So nothing doing there, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. So a nice throw there, and CD, I'd have to think you've been impressed with what you've seen thus far here in his debut.
Now, you know me well. I have been impressed because what I've seen is him starting to understand how to play the game in a short amount of time. The dazzling plays, they'll come with experience. But right now, we're seeing him handle the game, make all the smart plays, and the right reads.
Now a throw here, hold in. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. They'll set up a throw. Buying time to his left. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They're going to look to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there. There to make the grab. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
Mike 59. Get ready, get ready, get ready.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead.
after the touchdown. Here's Santos to kick this one away.
The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
It means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Hey, check back, back six, back six. Keep it up, defense, keep it up, guys. Slam, slam. 60 Bison, 60 Bison.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
The Dolphins on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going to let this one go deep.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Mike Edwards picks it off. And the Buccaneers are going to take possession here at their own 33. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Back to throw now on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Steps away to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
He'll get this to Akers out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18.
Pressure, they got him again. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's got his man on the out route. Well, they'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. This ball complete to Rager. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will find his man on the outside. And down inside the 15 he goes. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
That's out to the flat for Akers. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Buccaneers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And he will get into the end zone to bump the lead up to 3 scores. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Hey, check back 6, back 6.
And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Dolphins come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Tampa Bay, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Miami,